Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Sold Sign Real Estate Unplugged. We are your favorite realtors and hosts, Naya and Lauren, and thank you for joining us for another week. A special thank you to our new followers and subscribers. We appreciate you and we're glad that you're here. So remember, each week we're sharing stories with you from realtors or other professionals in the real estate industry. We're never going to share any names or the location, but just the stories and leave you with some tips so that you can learn and navigate in the real estate world. So let's get into our story for today, and we call this one Trust Your Gut.
Let's get into it. In my years as a realtor, I encountered a situation that underscored the critical need for safety measures in the industry. I was representing a seller with a property in a rural area, and we had scheduled a private showing for a potential buyer who had expressed strong interest in the home. As we arrived at the property, everything seemed routine at first. However, as we began the tour, it became evident that the buyer's behavior was erratic and unpredictable. They started asking inappropriate personal questions and displayed signs of aggression. Recognizing the potential danger, I discreetly activated a safety app on my phone that alerted my office and a designated emergency contact. Concerned for our safety, I calmly guided the buyer back to the front door, explaining that I needed to retrieve some additional information from my car. Once outside, I discreetly communicated with my office about the situation. They, in turn, contacted local law enforcement and requested an officer to be present at the property. When the buyer realized I was stalling, their behavior escalated and they became increasingly agitated. Just as things were reaching a tense point, the police arrived and the situation was swiftly diffused. It turned out that the buyer had a history of erratic behavior and had been involved in similar incidents with other real estate professionals. This experience prompted me to reevaluate safety protocols in my real estate practice. I started incorporating additional safety measures, such as ensuring someone always knew my whereabouts during showings, having a designated emergency contact, and using safety apps that allow for discreet distress signals. The incident served as a reminder that as realtors, we must prioritize our safety and be vigilant about the potential risks involved in our profession. It also highlighted the importance of clear communication with clients and the need for industry-wide efforts to enhance safety awareness and practices amongst real estate professionals. Safety is like my scariest and biggest thing. Mm-hmm. One thing that's missing from the story that I don't think she don't have nothing with her. I don't know if she did. She needs a mace, a gun, a knife. That's like, for me, number one. Something needs to be in my hand, regardless if it's the keys and right. You ready to start slicing and dicing.
Right.
Sometimes cops can't get there fast enough, but you gotta have something on you.
You gotta have something.
You have to have something on you.
I love that they use the app that you can, discreetly notify your emergency contact in the office. So yeah, that was helpful. But yeah, I think you gotta have something on you in the in-between time for somebody before someone can get to you.
Absolutely. Do you want to talk about that app?
I do have the app. I haven't had to use it, of course. Okay, so that's good. But I do have the app.
You have it? Okay.
Yeah. And my experiences with clients so far have all been from like referrals or people I know.
Right.
So I luckily haven't been in any situation where I felt like I needed to like have it open on standby, ready to push, but
ready to go.
Yeah, I do have it.
Okay, yeah, good. Because the showing time, what we use a showing time app, and they probably did this maybe 2-3 years ago. I'm thinking. So when I use my showing time app, as soon as it unlocks, so your showing time app will unlock a Sentry. We use what we use in DMV. It's called a Sentry lock. So the app that we have is a Sentry key, and it will open up via Bluetooth the actual lockbox, which is called a Sentry. Well, once that lockbox is open, the app realizes it, and it automatically will prompt your emergency contacts, like whomever you choose, you can put it in the app, whoever you choose, it will prompt them unless you say you are safe.
Yeah.
You have to actually like click the little toggle and say, no, I'm good. I don't need any safety thing. But if you leave it on, after I think maybe, I don't know the time, maybe like a minute, maybe 30 seconds. But if you don't move that toggle over to say that you're safe, it will immediately text and call your emergency contact. I think I have like two. I have my husband and I have my sister on there. That way it's just, they automatically get a notification saying, hey, I'm here, and whether or not I feel safe or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
That's an awesome app.
Yeah, I like that. So if y'all don't have that app, like especially realtors, like if you don't, again, we're going into these vacant houses, so have that app and have something on you.
Yes.
Like-
yes. And
Sometimes.
I'm glad they just trusted their gut and like, you know, we're smart about it. Like, let me stay calm. Let me retreat back to the door.
Yep.
And, you know, stall, get something from the car. Like, oh, I have more information. I'm glad that they were able to do that. But that's scary.
That is.
Nah, you acting erratic and aggressive at a home showing.
What are you doing?
So
Nah, that's not what we about to do, y'all. And don't wait. So that's like you said, I'm happy that they did trust their gut. Like
Yeah.
you waiting and you're just like, oh, let me just go ahead and finish the showing and then I'll
Yeah.
leave. Don't wait. Like if you feel it and you always trust your gut. If you know like something ain't right, something's a little off, get out of there because you're there by yourself. You don't know what locks. You don't know what's going on. You don't even know if that buyer even knows the seller. That's a little scary
Yeah.
for me too.
And one thing I just thought about, a great practice, and I know we've done this and talked about this, when it's somebody that you don't know, like completely, they might have come from wherever, make sure that you have a photo of their ID before you do the showing with them. I feel like a long time ago we like chatted about this, or maybe maybe it was with someone else, but
That's a good idea.
yeah, like requiring that as a part of, you know, doing the home showing. Like, yep, can
That's
you
a-
just send over a photo of your ID and I'll meet you
Yeah.
there, da da da.
That's a great idea, especially if you don't know that
Yeah,
person.
because
That's
especially if you don't know them, I gotta have some.
yeah, that's actually
gotta
a
have something to
really
go
good
off of.
idea.
Yeah.
Because if you're like, oh, I don't know this person,
You know,
yeah,
they can give you any Joe name.
Yep, exactly. And the cop's like, oh, I don't know who that person
Yeah.
is. That's not. Oh, get an idea.
Yeah.
I never thought about
Yeah.
that. And I
Maybe-
think because a lot of our clients actually come from referrals.
Yeah, it's like we don't really have to pull into that tool bag,
Right.
but just
Thank
in case, that's something we can
yeah.
definitely do.
We're definitely going to incorporate that because we can get that during our like consultations, our immediate like,
Yep,
buyer
yep.
consultations. Like, hey, we just need a copy of your ID just for safety reasons. Want to make sure you know that you are who you say you are. You
Right.
Make sure we are meeting strangers, and I feel like most people will understand.
Yeah.
They're not going to be like,
Right.
It's not like we're asking any money from them. We're just asking, can you send me a picture of your license?
And if you can't do that, we can't meet. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it
You
ain't happening.
can't send me your ID, but you know my name, phone number,
Right.
where to find me.
You got all my information.
And
Yeah,
you
that's not
can't do the
fair.
same. No.
Yeah, no,
you
we're not
won't-
doing
You
that.
can.
That's
won't
a
be meeting
really
me.
good idea. I
Yeah.
didn't think about that. So
And
I
then,
don't think
like-
that was me.
Yeah. Guess it wasn't you. I thought it was, but yeah, no, definitely that's something to enforce for sure. And generally, we're not taking buyers out unless they're pre-approved anyway.
Right.
So at least the lender, if you know who the lender is or are connected with them, they should have the ID too.
Yeah, they
So
have. Yeah,
they will
definitely
have the ID
right.
too. So
They have all that information. So that's true because we're
so
not
that's
taking.
another we're not taking out anyone with, who's not pre-approved
pre-approved,
anyway,
yeah.
because serious buyers.
Exactly, and then like you said, like the lenders know this is the real person. They have all
Right.
their W-2s, their tax returns, so
So
they
between
know
you
it's
and the
safe.
lender, somebody's
We
got
good.
it,
Yeah.
has that ID. So
Like we
yeah.
are good. And make sure like someone should always, even if you don't have the safety app, like someone
Yeah.
should always know your low. Someone
Yeah.
should always know your location.
Yeah.
At all point, like where are you going? Regardless if it's a spouse, if it's a friend, a
Yep.
family member, it doesn't matter. Like if you're texting them or if you share your location with someone,
Yeah.
make sure they know, yo, I'm about to go show a house really
Yeah.
quick. They got your location. If they don't hear from you in 30 minutes or an hour, they should be pulling
Yeah.
up, or you should be like, hey, if y'all don't hear from me, please like
Right.
show up, pop up.
I have a list of like 10 people who have my location.
Really? I'm one of them.
I was about to say you have my location.
Do you have mine?
I always-
I need to
I don't-
share.
I don't I might have yours.
Okay.
And it's so funny. I'll be like, I wonder if Lauren ever pulls up my location.
I know. You know, now
And
with
see
Apple,
where
you
I'm
can
at.
see it. Like, under your picture, I can see where you are.
Okay, because I was like, I noticed that on your contact, I was like, why is it telling me the city she's in? I was like, maybe it's because I have her address saved, but that's what it is. It's the new, it's the location.
So you do have my location.
Yeah,
I think I am sharing it. I can definitely. That is so funny. Yeah, we want to make sure, like, we know where we are at all times.
Yeah.
Just especially if we're out showing houses with a new client, and we're pretty good at communicating. That saying, like,
we always know when somebody's doing something.
Right. Like, hey, I have a new client. It's like, okay, well, text us when you get home, or text us, let us know how it went. So that way we know, okay, they're safe. Everything went well.
Yeah.
So that is good. Do you bring anything? Like, do you have anything in your car?
I have a good old pepper spray on my keychain. Yeah. And I think there's one in my glove compartment too.
So don't be messing with us, y'all.
Yeah.
If y'all gonna call us to work with us, because y'all know y'all gonna call us to work with us, because we already know. But we not playing. We coming ready. Okay, strapped and ready. I don't have like anything crazy, but I definitely have like pepper spray that's just in my car. I need to put it on my another one, like on my key ring too, actually. So I think I'm gonna do that.
But don't think all I have is pepper spray.
You right?
Got some other tools up my sleeves.
We're just not gonna talk about it on here, okay? We just not gonna talk about it. All right. But we got some stuff. We ready for y'all.
I'm
just
ready
in case. Because we not about to be losing lives over showing a house.
No.
That ain't about to happen. Okay. So just y'all, for the tip, I gotta give a tip. Just just stay safe. That's all we ask. Like, we want y'all to be safe. Like, obviously there's so many different people out here, and you can get leads any way. We know, like, you can get them from referrals from your sphere, but if you're just getting them from the internet and you're doing cold leads, just be safe and do everything that you can to make sure you have that safety app, which is very important. We use Showing Time, like the Century and Showing Time. That's the apps we use. If you don't have any apps, just make sure somebody always has your location.
And even for clients, so buyers, if you're meeting agents or whoever, make sure that you have shared your location and someone knows where you are as well, and who you're going to meet. So safety goes for everybody all the way around.
That is true. Especially, that is true.
Because I mean, you
that is true.
You and your agent together could walk into a vacant home with somebody crazy behind the wall.
Yep,
so y'all got to be ready to team up together, and somebody's got to know where both y'all are at.
Yep.
So
that actually is that. I didn't even think about that. Like, buyer, make sure you know too. Like, who's showing up to your house? Make sure you know that they're actually a realtor.
Right.
Did
exactly.
you get their information?
Do you have a picture of because sometimes you talk on the phone, you get the number. Like, do you remember what they're supposed to look like when they show up?
Yep.
And that's the person who's actually showing up. Like,
that is true. Buyers. Seller, yes, 100%. Because if you didn't get a referral, like, from one of your family members to say, hey, I've worked with this realtor, make sure that realtor is actually legit. Make sure, they are still licensed. Like, they can still work for you. And make sure, like Naya said, they're the exact person who you thought was going to show up. I didn't even think. That's a great point.
I mean, and a lot of times, like, again, this is all the way you get to meeting at the first home showing is all different. Like, sometimes we had a conversation, you're already pre-approved, you already have the home, and we're just going straight there. Sometimes, we were connected by someone, so we're having a consultation together first before we even do showing, so we've already seen each other. So, this is all based on however your situation plays out. So,
Yeah. No, I love that. That's a great tip.
Yeah. So, is that a wrap?
I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
I cannot believe another one.
Yes. So, thank you all for tuning in with us today. We hope that you enjoyed the episode. If you would like to see more of these stories, make sure that you are liking, commenting, and subscribing, and share it with a friend. And of course, if you have a tale to tell, we would love to hear your stories as well and to be able to share them. So feel free to reach out to us on really any platform, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, we're everywhere. So feel free to reach out to us, and you can also email us with our email address below too. So we are finished for today. We look forward to seeing you all next week.
Yes, enjoy the rest of your February.
Enjoy the rest. Cheers.